Hi, everybody. Hey. Oh, wow, you guys are clap happy. Okay. So my name's Kristin Key, but you'll probably just remember me as that girl we saw. Remember that girl? No, not her, the other girl. Remember, the one that looked like Ellen? Yeah, I get that a lot. And I want to tell people, if you think someone looks like a celebrity, you don't always have to tell them. It's not always a compliment, you know? Well, Ellen's not ugly, you know, and she's really funny, but like when a lady came up to me last week and when she was like, "Oh my God, has anyone ever told you look just like Ellen?" She said that all I heard was, "Oh my God, has anyone ever told you look just like an old lesbian?" That's how I heard it, you know? There was this guy in Vegas recently, and he saw my act, and he came up and he goes, "I don't think you look like Ellen at all." I was like, "Well, thank you." And he goes, "No, you look like a young Hillary Clinton." Yeah, he said that to me. All I heard was, "You look like an old lesbian." Right? Because no matter how old Hillary was, she always looked like an old lesbian. I wrote that. I did. And I'll be honest, there's nothing wrong with looking like an old lesbian, you know, but I'm not. And I mean, I will be. But we're not there yet. Right now, I am a young gay lady, or as we like to be called now, a glady. It's the new term. I don't know. I just recently started talking openly about being gay because it was pointed out to me that it's super obvious. I had no idea. I would look in the mirror and be like, "They'll never know." You know, it makes more sense now, though. Like when I was on Last Comic, we were filming, I was really in the closet and I didn't want anybody to know. So I gathered together all the comics and all the producers. I was like, "Listen, guys, while we're filming, I want to make sure nobody outs me on TV, okay?" One of the other comics looks at me and goes, "What do you expect them to do? Blur out your outfits?" How could he not see the pretty, pretty princess inside of me? Underneath my men's extra large flannel button up. Kumbaya, kumbaya, kumbaya. I wrote that kumbaya part. The other part was a cover. So here's a problem. I say I just started talking openly about it, and that's very true. I came out once when I was younger, but it was really hard, so I took it back. You can do that. Like, you know, I was like, "Oh my God, this is really hard." Just kidding. Well, it was the 90s, so it was like, psych. Yeah, I came out when I was 15, and it did not go well because I was 15. You really don't know how to be tactful. You're just really obnoxious. Like, "I'm here. I'm queer. I have an 8th grade education." Yeah, you see, it didn't really go well. And to make matters worse, my dad is, he lives in Texas, and he's a conservative Christian minister. And so, like, the only thing that could have made my coming out harder would have been, like, while I was telling my dad I was gay, the Cowboys lost a playoff game, and somebody brought a vegetarian dish to the game watch. That's good. But things are better now, you know? I'm able to talk about it. The Cowboys still suck. Yeah, sure. That's your whole contribution to the show? Cowboys suck! Well, you have big titties on the front row. Yay! That's my contribution back. No, things are better now. Not really between me and my parents, but like personally, I'm married, and me and my wife, we're thinking about having kids. Well, we were. I babysat the other night, and I'm like, maybe not, you know? Maybe we should get a dog. Well, I was reading some kids some bedtime stories, and I was like, man, I don't think that would be a very good mom, because I couldn't stop judging the characters in the storybooks. We were reading Cinderella, and you know, when you read that book, when you're a kid, you're like, wow, that's magical. And then you read it as a grown-up, you're like, that girl had problems, you know? Cinderella was a really good housekeeper, but kind of ungrateful to the stepmother that took her in. She was always complaining, a whiny brat if you ask me, bitching about the fact that she had to clean. I mean, come on, this nice lady put a roof up over her head, so suck it up, Cinderella, and make the bed. Suck it up, Cinderella, make the bed. Well, despite her attitude, she gets invited to a party where she starts hitting on the hottest guy around. Well, Jesus, Cinderella, no wonder your stepsisters hate you. Cinderella gets around, Cinderella gets around. She's kind of the town pound. Then she gets drunk and starts acting like a stripper. She loses track of time, stumbles down the stairs, loses her glass slipper. Drunk people lose shoes, drunk people lose shoes. Sober people never do. Drunk people lose shoes, drunk people lose shoes. Sober people never do. So let's look at the moral of the story that we've learned from Cinderella. If you're a whiny little slut that goes to parties and gets drunk, you'll attract the wrong guy who might be rich but has a foot fetish. Because if you think about the prince, he likes to make girls try on shoes. Thank you guys so much. I'm Kristin.